in tra chachgal, the future tense. Onze naam richach is in the future. The positive way you answer is you add IDH after the slender vowel IND or AIDH after a broad vowel A or U to the root of the verb. Maar exemplar, ich, so that you got your ich, ichi, will eat. All the. So as you see, I to the I and then O to the A, broad to broad. Question, negative, negative question, positive. So could, ga could, nach could, and couldy. Quick tip, and it's not a grammatical thing this at all, it's just to try and help you get into the future tense. Nach could is the root of the verb in the negative form. So don't put would be na could. Twist the na round and say in could, and you have the question in the future. But if the word begins with a B, a P, F, or M, you have to say brish, or pashk. For the negative, lenite consonants except D and T before a vowel or FH, cha becomes chan. So when you say, I will not drink, chan all me. I will not drink. Chan urich me, I will not stay. Or I will not wait. Een could, ga could, nach could, couldy. Een could u ne zeggen gaan fres, tapelet, couldy. Will you, could u, will you, the dishes into the cupboard? Put. But your put is away at the beginning of the sentence. Will put you the dishes into the cupboard. It's what you have to train your head to say. So will you put the dishes into the cupboard? Thank you. En kurune zeggen gaan fres. Tapelet. Kuri is yes. If you were to say, I will put them in the cupboard, kuri me ne zeggen gaan fres. Nach tok u ne peperen, ga tok in de raste. Toki mi iad e gaichar. And notice it's not ga hook, it's ga tok because it begins with a T. Will you not pick up the papers? Nach tok u ne peperen. Not just now. Ga tok, all the ga tok is your negative part. No. In de raste, just now. Toki mi iad e gaichar. I will pick them up soon. En pashkiat ne leentjen, pashki. Will they fold? So pashk will fold they. Pashkiat ne leentjen. So will they fold the shirts? Pashki, yes. En kroch u en jalad erevade, ga kroch en draste. Notice because C takes the lenition and it's not a D or a T, you'll unite the negative. Ga, groch, and draste. The ones that we'll use more often will be these ones. Ga becomes gaan before a vowel or FH followed by a vowel. In all uw thee no coffee. So not all tea is don't drink tea. So you've got not all, I've said your negative command. Not all tea, change the na round to in, and you've got the future. In all u te no coffee. Ollie me te you. I will drink. So Ollie me, I will drink black tea. Thank you. Chanol, because it's a vowel, you've got to have the chanol. It's a link word letter to help the language flow. Chaol is two vowels together. So because of that, chaol sounds not so flowing as it would be with chanol. So chanol, me, coffee, pra, savatin. I will not drink coffee early in the morning. Inich isk. Will he eat fish? Ichi. Inich fjol. Chanich. See my dear? Two vowels together, A to the I. So you have the N to break it into the flow of the sound. Chanich. Chanich fjol. He will not eat meat. Inich iat glasrich. Will they eat vegetables? Ichi. Ichi iat glasrich agus messen. They will eat vegetables and fruit. With the letter F followed by a vowel, so furich, F-U, because it's an F, you ask furich u minaj. And then you have to treat the F-itch as if it doesn't exist. It's silent. So treat that chan urich, just as if it were the vowels. So chan urich, will you wait a minute? No. But if the F is followed by a consonant, you have to say cha, and it remains cha. So frikker, F to the R, frikker u cha rikker. Still the FR is silent, FH is silent, but you go cha rikker. Cha rikker me I will not answer him.
Can I ask?
Mm-hmm.
What is the positive, the yes for furich and fregar?
Furichi.
All right.
And friggri.
So furichi is with
Furichi, F-U-R-I-C-H, furich, and then friggri, it clips it, so it becomes F-R-E-A-G-R-A-I-D-H.
Could you spell them again, Myra? Sorry.
What one you wanted? Furichi?
Yes, both of them.
F-U-I-R-I-C-H-I-D-H.
Right, because I wondered whether it was furich, and it's not.
Furich
Yes.
would be your command.
Yes.
So you have to add on to the command, onto the root of the verb, you have to add on IDH.
Yes.
So furichi.
Yeah, okay.
So furichi me, I will wait.
Yes.
All right. Then frikker, friggri. It becomes F-R-E-A-G-R-A-I-D-H. Friggri.
Is that just because it's easier to say than?
Because it's easy. Again, it's an easier
way.
Yeah.
Yes.
The letter F is quite difficult with these ones. They're kind of more the ones that you have to notice more, I would imagine, because your FH is silent. Cleva?
Excuse me, Myrid. And in the past tense, furich, is it furichi for I waited?
Well, into, and then it becomes the DH apostrophe. So inte gurig would be, did you wait?
Yes.
And so your answer back would be gurig. D-H apostrophe F-H-U-I-R-I-C-H.
Thank you.
Inte gurig, and then you have gurig. Takes a wee while to get used to this. I understand that, but it's quite important to have them. So I sent you another set of words with the lusk. Luskig, so lusk would be burn and luskig burning. So how would you say, did you burn?
And lusk.
And the lusk, you have to use it from the command. All right, lusk. Roesk, roeskig, means shearing sheep, peeling potatoes or vegetables, stripping off the grass off the top of the peat. Jaar, gjarig. The command and the root has a grav on the A. Bruch actually is pruch. The B is like a P sound. Pruch, boiling. Gur, boiling liquid. Dorst, pour, dorstig, pouring, and it also can mean spilling. Term, termig. No old Scots word of to team something out?
Yeah.
Team the water?
No, I haven't heard that.
You haven't heard that?
Oh, me neither.
I haven't heard that, but I've heard you say rain is teams, you know, it's teaming.
Teaming down, yes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, teaming down or team the water out. So that's where that comes from. A termig, to pour out or the rain. So inte lusku in toast. Did you burn the toast? Okay, Fiona, try the next line.
Ko losk mo befrikish.
Clever. Catherine, try the next one.
Har en na losk uain.
Okay, horenade. Horenade is take care. Horenade, na lusk
Na
uhain.
losk uain.
Alan,
Ha I ruska van puntate.
ha I roeskig eventate. Ha I roeskig eventate. Carol, next one.
Va iad a rúscad na carach a bhaine.
Okay, va iad roeskig na kurig. EO is
Kurig.
So va iad roeskig na kurig. They were shearing the sheep. Or va iad roeskig e bhaine. They were stripping off the grass part of the peat. Alison.
Ha a yeri malt.
Ha e garrig.
A garig.
Ha e garrig malt.
Ha a garig malt.
Riva. Judy.
Na gier dinian andraste.
Riva. Na gyar dinen and draste. Na gyar, so the difference between the first one, there's no grav on the A, okay? So na gyar dinen and draste, clever. John, they are boiling vegetables.
I iad a brug glasly.
Ha iad de pruch glasrich, clever. Judy, he wants a boiled egg.
Hai agiri u brug.
Ha egiri u pruch. The B sounds like a P, okay? So ha egiri u pruch. And the ch at the end, u pruch. The kettle is boiling. Alison.
Ha and coda a gyol.
Ha yn corre y gyr.
A gill.
Y gyr. Fiona.
Girl and Tushka.
Gyr yn tuske. Caroline.
George Coopen Tia vom Tapelit.
That's it. Dorst cwpan tir gon tapelet. Davy.
Hai a jota amu.
Ha I y dorstig y mwy.
Amui.
Ha I y dorstig y mwy. And then term pentate is drain the potatoes. What I've done with these, I've tried to write them in different ways to let you understand, some with the verbal noun, some with the commands. So what I'm going to ask you now is try them in different tenses. So Pauline, is the toast burning?
A veil toaster burning. Loisk.
A vel yn tost y lusgig.
A toast. A loisk. Okay.
Alison, Ian burnt my trousers.
Va Ian mo British losk.
Okay, so lusk is your past tense.
Right, so losk Ian mo British.
That's it, bang on. Lusk Ian mo British. Leave Caroline, I did not burn myself. I'm asking you to do it in the past tense. I did not burn. So chato lusk. Chato lusk mi hen. I did not burn myself. Chato lusk mi hen. Fiona, she peeled the potatoes. So it comes from the, you've got to go back to the command.
Ruskig. Ruskig. Rusk.
Rúsk I fenhate. Rúsk comes from the command, from the root of the verb. So your question would be in the past tense would be Into rúsk, chato rúsk, nachto rúsk, rúsk. So she would be rúsk I fenhate.
Okay.
She peeled the potatoes.
Okay.
Judy, they sheared the sheep.
Ruskiet the curie.
That's it. Rúsk iad na curig. Pauline, I'll give you the one. Will you strip the peat tomorrow?
And be, wait a minute, strip them, blah, blah, blah. And be rusk u Pete Amarach.
Right, I know exactly where you're coming from, so that's what I'll make this explanation. Be u is will you be, and then you have to go igarig. That would be will you be cutting.
Cutting, then the verb, okay.
Right. But I asked, will you cut? So there's no ing in that question.
Okay.
So you stated, will you be cutting? I asked, will you cut?
Okay,
will
then.
You cut peat tomorrow. So ingar it becomes ingar u monje imarach.
Okay.
All right. So that's the difference between using the verbal noun with the will be cutting and knowing the future. Will you cut?
Will
Does
you
that make
cut?
sense to you?
Thanks. Yes, it does. I see where I got it wrong.
Okay. It's not that you're getting it wrong. It's a way of everybody finds that quite difficult. So don't
hope
worry
so.
about it. That's true. And that's the difference between will you be cutting and will you cut. So if you hear the ing, you've got to have a garig. All right.
Of course.
When it's in the will you cut, you've got to go back to ingar.
A apostrophe and then the ending.
Okay.
Right.
Was he wanting a boiled egg, Alan? Was he wanting?
A geary blue.
That he was wanting. I've asked the question, was he wanting?
Right.
No, it then becomes in ro e gyuri.
And raw a
You will
geary.
write with the statement va e gyuri, he was wanting, but in that question, so you're right, you've got it in the sense, so it's the same thing as what Pauline was getting confused with. So was he wanting in ro e gyuri u pruich? So in ro e gyuri u pruich, was he wanting a boiled egg? Is that confusing you?
Not really, it's just that
Just
trying
getting
to
the
combine
mix
through
up.
It's getting them
Tenses.
mixed up, is making
Yes.
heads all go whoosh.
I know, I'm just finding my brain's working very slowly.
Uh-huh.
It's just that I'm finding that concentrating on the future tense. I've forgotten the other tenses
The other
now.
tenses.
Yeah.
I know. I'm being probably quite cruel to you today.
And I'm getting them mixed up.
No, but making mistakes makes
Yes,
us realise
that's
where the
right.
mistakes are being made,
That's
and
working it out, don't worry. So, Catherine, did the kettle boil?
And Choil and Cor.
Right. The what I've got here is the kettle is boiling. Ha and code a girl. Okay. So did the kettle boil?
And Choil and Cor.
And do.
And did and
In-
do.
Did again back into the did.
Choil
The girl
and Cor.
and code. That's it. And the girl and code. Judy, did you pour a cup of tea for her?
Ando
Mm-hmm.
dost kupatea
Ye. Well done. Okay, that's fine. So intogost u kopantie ye.
endo dost kupatea
Intogost u kopantie ye. Intogost u kopantie ye. Alison, was it pouring yesterday? So we've got it is pouring outside. Ha I het dorstig. So was it pouring?
And ro I a daughter, Angie.
That's it. And ro I het dorstig in J. And Davy, did you drain the potatoes?
Ando Chomu and Puntata.
And the hum u and pentata. Well done. Okay, that was hard.
Yeah.
I know that was hard. That's why I did it. And that's why the reason why I did this was just to show you we've gone through all of these tenses and you now have to put them into practice and understanding which ones are future tense, which ones are past tense, which ones are future participle with the verbal noun or past participle. Okay. If you've got ing in it, you've got something or another. All right. Past tense, did you do it? Did. Remember, I did it, miss. I done it, miss. Okay. That's the only way you're going to learn the past tense, get it in your head. And you've got the into, gato. This is hard work now. Okay. Did you drink coffee this morning? Fiona. Did you drink?
An do gol me coffee
Coffee and you.
and you.
Integral, so integral, coffee and you. Did you drink coffee today? Will you drink coffee today?
Coffee and you.
Will you drink coffee today?
And all
That's it. In all, coffee and you. Alan, will you eat fish today?
An eith me ears and you.
Well, that's, you said, will I eat? So will I eat fish today? And if you say yes.
Eith.
Ithi.
Ihi.
Ichi.
Ihi.
Ithi.
Did you eat fish yesterday?
And do eith.
And the yich, isk, and g.
I thought you meant me.
Okay. Well, okay. Well, just say it with me then. And the yich, me, isk, and g. And you said yes?
Eith.
Yich.
Eith.
All right. Gleva, Pauline, will you eat vegetables today?
And be glasrach.
No. Will
No,
you eat?
and you. I need me glasrach and you and you.
Ich, me, glasrich, and you. Will I eat?
And eith. Yeah.
And you'll say yes?
Eithy.
Ichi. Did you eat vegetables yesterday?
And eith me glasrach and you.
And then your yes?
Eithy.
No.
No.
Yich.
Eithy.
Okay. You get it. We'll get there. Don't worry. Caroline, did you eat toast today?
And do toast and you.
And the yich.
Oh yes, of course, I have to put in the eat.
Got the verb. So
And
in the yich. So did I eat toast today is what I'm going to say. Did I eat toast today? In the yich, me, toast, and you.
And you.
Yes would be? Yich.
Oh yay.
The past
Oh,
tense.
I'm in the future just now.
Well, okay, we'll put you in the future. Will you eat toast today?
Easy.
Aha, ichi. So in ich me tost and do ichi.
Easy.
Ivy. Will I eat vegetables today? Quick way to get round it is the negative command. What's the negative root?
Ha ich. Ha
No,
ich.
na ich,
Na ich. Okay.
right? So na ich, and then from there turn the na into
An ich.
in ich, all right? So in ich, u, and so will I eat vegetables today will be
An ich mi. An ich mi glasrig and you.
and ich me glasrich in you, and then your yes is
Ich.
ich. So in ich me glasrich in you, will I eat vegetables today? Yes, ich. Did you eat vegetables yesterday?
An wo u ich glasrig and J.
You've just said, were you eating vegetables
Oh, yeah.
yesterday? Okay, so that's exactly what's the same thing was what I was trying to explain with Pauline. Were you eating vegetables yesterday? Yn ro u igiche glasrich in J. But did you? Into. Into ich u glasrich in J. Your answer, yes,
Ich.
is ich. So your ich is your past tense reply and ichi is your future
Okay.
tense reply. Catherine, will you eat, so will I eat meat today?
And tog, sorry, and is me fiol and you.
And you say yes?
Ithi, ichi.
Did you eat meat yesterday?
And do yith fiol and J.
But who is it, me or you?
To say, did you eat meat yesterday? And do yith u fiol and
J. And then your yes would be?
yith.
Ich. Greva? Judy, did you drink tea this morning? I'll just say today. Did you drink tea today?
And do T and J?
And the gall.
And do gall.
And the gall with T and J. And yes would be?
Ollie?
No. Into gall u T and J. And you've got your answer, gall.
Gall.
Will you drink tea in the afternoon?
And all tea
Fisker.
Fisker.
And all the tea fisker. And you say yes?
Ollie.
Well done. Yeah. Okay. So that's how that would work. Alison, did I ask you one?
Oha. Oh, hang you. I was hoping you had.
Did you think I'd run away? Opening the door for the dog.
Will you drink coffee?
And all coffee?
And your yes?
Ollie.
Did you drink coffee?
Ollie, u.
Did
No,
you?
that's
Done
wrong.
it.
That's wrong.
Done it.
And do all u coffee.
And the gall
And
coffee.
do whole
Ah,
coffee.
That's I'm just working out to see which is more difficult for this to me. So it must be in the past tense when you have the vowel, you've got to remember that that's the DH apostrophes in front of the vowel. Into gall, into yich. And then your answer is yich. Into gall, gall. So into gall, gall. Into yich, yich. Then your no would be chato gall, chato yich. In your future, in all u coffee, ollie, or chanol. In ich u iesk, ichi, chan ich. In ich u iesk, Fiona. In ich u iesk. Yes or
Ithi.
no?
Ithi.
Pauline. In all u tear.
Ithi.
In all u tear.
Oh, a go. No, that's past tense, isn't it? A go.
So I'm now asking you in the future, in all u tear,
Go.
ollie.
Ollie. Okay.
In ich u glasrich, Catherine.
Ichi.
In the gall u coffee, Davy.
Ollie.
In the gall u coffee.
Oh, goal. Golly.
Gall.
Goal.
In all u tear, Alan.
Hello.
In the gall u banye, Alison.
Hadol.
Chato gall.
Hadol.
Chato gall. In the gall u ishgebehe, Caroline.
Hano,
No, it's chato gall or gall.
had to go.
Do you want me just to go back to teaching you just one tense all at the time? Or is this asking the two together really confusing for you?
No, I think you would just need to keep doing more of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is good, the kind of saying it and
Because
having to think
I
about
want you
it.
to have a question and answer. So if I said into all the time, would you know that that's a past tense?
Yeah, I would know that.
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Rado.
Into. In rusk, in. Just the an is the future. In is your future. Impashk. So the an or the am is the future question. Or in.
Yes.
What's more difficult is understanding where you're going to use the negative, probably. Chato, always in the past tense. Chato. Regardless of what it is, it's chato. No, in your past tense. And then in your future, if you're next to a vowel, it's chan. Chan all, chan ich. Chanurich, with the FH, because your FH is disappearing. And then chato, gurich in your past tense. You'd have your DH apostrophe and your FH disappearing. Chato, gurich. So intagol, chatagol, nachtagol, gol. Yn de jich, gaat de jich, nach de jich, jich. Yn ôl, chanol, nach ôl, oli. Yn ich, chan ich, nach ich, ichi. So that's 8 parts you have to learn. Answer naimri check in the future. Be sure you bring Gaelic, you will be speaking Gaelic. Ichi is your yes, Ollie is your yes. Anything with IDH or AIDH at the end. In could, you've got the command and you just twist it round from nach could to in could. You have the question. Ga, could, nach could, and then IDH for your yes, couldy, or AIDH. Imbrish. So if I were to say imbrish, what would your negative be? Ga, brish, nach, brish,
Nachrisch.
and then brishi.
Frischi.
Pashk would be
Anpashed.
Apasch.
pashk.
Apasch.
Ga, pashk. Nach,
Apasch.
pashk. And pashk.
Apaschki.
Husky.
Ja. So in could una zeggen ganne fres, will you put the dishes into the cupboard? Couldy. So I will put the dishes into the cupboard, but it couldy me na zeggen ganne fres. What I find I notice as well is once you get the verb part, you're forgetting about the pronoun. So remember to get the pronoun into the question and the answer as well. Couldy me na zeggen ganne fres, I will put the dishes into the cupboard. Nach toku na peperen, will you not pick up the papers? Ga tok in the raste, or toki would be I will. Toki me, yeah. Pashk, ga fashk, nach pashk, pashki. In kroch, ga kroch, nach kroch, krochi. So just have to train yourself to go whatever I could write hundreds of questions and sentences down for you, but you really have to train yourself to work out, okay, say Margaret's written a question there,
Yeah.
and then a negative answer. What would my positive answer be? All right? Do it that way just as well to see how you go on. Cha becomes chan before a vowel or an FH, followed by a vowel. In all, chanol, nachol, ollie. So ollie me, chanol me. In ich, ichi, chanich. In ich, ichi, chanich. Nachich. The nachich is the one that you'll least use. But if somebody comes into the house and you say, will you not have a cup of tea? Because we're in Glasgow, okay? We say, nach all tea. Nach all drama, will you not have a dram? Okay, so that's how you would say it. Nach
So
all.
how will you have had your tea?
En ich isk, ichi. En ich fjol, gaan ich, or ichi fjol. En ich iat glasrich, ichi, or the no would be gaan ich. Your F is more difficult because you're getting confused. You can confuse between having a vowel and not having a vowel. So furich, furich, chanurich. Chanurich me on the show, I will not stay here. Frikker u phone, charikker me phone. So if you use it to something that you're using every day, I'll not answer it. The phone would be frikker u phone, Ga rigger me in phone. Or friggery, as I said earlier on, friggery me in phone. I will answer the phone. Okay, I'll leave you to love it and leave it and just get on with what you've got to do. And you're still smiling, so that's fine.
Yes.
It is hard, I do understand that, but it's just going over it again and again. Distinguishing between, will you drink tea? Will you be drinking tea? All right. Will you be drinking tea in bí u a gall? Will you drink in all? Did you drink into? Into gall u tea? Did you drink tea? In bí u a giche is will you be eating? In ich u will you eat? Into ich did you eat? I mean, doch is gymryd jo hergon egif. I hope you have a good week and hishin in the hergon shif. Cheer in raste.
Cheery.
Cheery.